community. Obviously, I'm making this video to talk a little bit about content creation and what is kind of, I think, the proper steps going forward with kind of Gears of War competitive and Gears of War Season 2 and things like that. So basically, I want to talk a little bit about content creation because I think it's important to know that we're at a really, I say we, sorry, we're, the community, the game scene is at a really pivotal point where some things need to change, and you're going to see a lot of team changes. We're already seeing that. We're going to see orgs coming and going. We're already seeing that. And it's getting to a point where Season 1 got by, and Season 1 was successful in terms of it being an esports scene, but we cannot stand complacent. You can't be satisfied with what you had or what you achieved, because you always have to work for more and you always have to put in a little bit more effort. And the reason I even say that at all is because there's so much more to do, and it's really not that difficult. So again, this video is specifically kind of focused at the professional player scene in Gears of War, and I even do this at all because I think that there's so much that can be learned, and there's little things, like really simple things that are not being done that should be being done, and it would make a massive impact over a long period of time. So again, we're talking about content creation. Now, the first thing people think about, and I'm really not sure why, but the first thing people think about when they talk about creating content is streaming. Now, streaming is an incredible way to be engaging with a growing fan base, to be very personable, to kind of get your real self out there, but it does not grow a strong kind of history or kind of like a digital resume of what you do. Now, streaming is great. It's wonderful, and it should almost always be your primary focus as a professional player, as a content creator, if you have the means to support it viewership wise. But you have to pull from those streams and create content out of that. So whether that means you raw record while you stream, whether that means you take your stream VODs and re-upload, whatever it is that you do, you cannot let that be your only form of content creation, because to be quite frankly honest, it's pretty lazy, and it doesn't build like creating a strong digital resume on YouTube as well. So what you need to do, and again, in content creation, there is different niches. You're a funny content creator, you create montages, you're a professional player, you are a news or informative channel. There's different niches, and the professional players have the niche that requires them to put very little time into creating their content, because you are the professional. That is your niche. What that means is that you are so good at what you do that people don't need you to put in extra steps to show them guides or to create a crazy montage. You're so good, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is take footage of you playing the game that you're a professional at and post it. Now, in order to create a very welcoming YouTube channel, you're going to want to put in a little bit of design work or work with a designer to create thumbnails and, kind of make it look fancy, but that's not even necessary technically. So here's my recommendation, and I've talked to a couple professional players or a couple players in general about what they should do. What you need to do is you need to get in the habit of downloading your stream VODs off of Twitch and creating one video minimum a day. And it doesn't have to be more than gameplay. Now, if you want to go out of your way to create different content, like vlogs or like saving your clips from your streams to create a highlight, of the month, obviously you could do at the end of the month, have an edited highlights of all of your funny or awesome or, just a literal montage. Or you can save all of your best clips from, like, say, ranked, and create a real montage out of it. You can do all that. You can take the extra steps, but bare minimum, you should be taking your stream VODs and editing them just enough to have a decent intro, which usually will mean you'll have to pay for a nice logo or some kind of design to have the intro created as well. I definitely think this is all part of building a player brand and building a personal brand, so it's important to do kind of like what Ashes does. He's got his own logo, he's got his stream, he's got his presentation, he's got it all on lock. So you want to do something like that. You want to have your own logo, your own intro, have some similar outro, and if you want to work on something like this, you can have a tagline, like something you say. it's Guy Blaze coming at you live. My thing is, whenever I start a video, I like to say, hey, welcome back to. I don't know why. It's just different than, what's up, guys? You know what I mean? The general stuff. But work on something for yourself if that suits you. Take one game from your streams, stream for 6 hours, stream for 8 hours, stream for 3 hours. Take one match. That's like, what, 25 minutes? Post it. Get a thumbnail made. Work on learning how to do YouTube tags. Have a description written up about that game. Go out of your way to make a guide or to make a montage. Collaborate with other people. Do 2v2 GBs and record that match and just boom, post it. Just do more than just streaming or not streaming at all if you can. Now, if you're a person that doesn't have the ability to stream, YouTube is perfect for you, because if you can't stream, say, because of internet connection, well, you can always post and just sit idle for, the 15 to 30 minutes that it's going to take you while you upload. My internet connection at this current location is pretty shitty. We got kind of shafted on internet. So when I upload, I just chill for 30 minutes. I don't do anything. I just have to sit there and chill. So you can do that bare minimum, but build that digital resume, build the content, and, do more than just streaming, because streaming it's great. It's just it's not enough. You want to build it, and you can get, and if we're talking from a revenue standpoint, you can grow a following and have ad revenue and subs and donations on your stream, and then turn that same footage, what you already spent, you spent your time, your work hours streaming, your work hours, take that same footage and re-upload it and earn ad revenue on YouTube. So it's a very simple, minimalistic thing that you can do to start growing the gear scene, because there are people out there that want to learn more about gears. There are players out there that want to see more from you, and they're just not getting it. And me personally, I would love to watch, more montages. And I don't even care if you're a professional player. I'm going to be serious with you. I don't care if your montage is super edited. Now, something like, I think it was Drix's montage was super, super cool. Pull out a project like that like every 6 months, every 3 months or so. That's fucking insane. But put out a monthly montage of everything that happened on your stream and make it cool for me to watch. You throw a cool song on it, something simple, non-copyrighted music, boom, easy. I just want to see the scene grow. I know that there's more that can be done, and I want to help. And I'm not sitting here trying to jump into the scene, but there's stuff out there. There's tips. There's stuff we can talk about. Reach out. Start looking at branding. I mean, literally look what Ashes does, man. He's a prime example. He's someone that really goes out of his way to build his own brand and to push it. So it's easy. I think it's something that every professional player in the gear scene, most professional players, should be doing, and it's something that can be worked on. So thanks for watching. If you did watch, I'm trying not to come off as I don't want to be an asshole. I really do think that Gears has some crazy potential. We can't control the game, but you can control the other variables. You can't control what game you're given, but if you're going to play it anyways, do something.